ones. Homie got a bump with, ain't not fun. Boy, got a bump with, ain't not fun. Boy, got a bump with, ain't not fun. Boy, got a bump with, ain't not fun.
I'm an airport baby, I'm too fly to count. Counting that cash, yeah, it's too high to count. I'm pretending with a fake, yeah, they too fake to doubt. Acting like they are what they not for their clout. They been sucking my blood, they can love what you count. Flowing like water, three with the smiles on the ops gonna pout. They all in the sewers and south in the clouds. I'ma stay down to the sound, to the sound, to the sound. On the floor to the steps, build, that way, to the steps,
got no paper, told him quit the pocket, watching jeans ripping at the seams, holding on some dead foes, schizophrenic with the bag, listen to the money, nigga, praying every day, glad to say I was broke, tell him battle, now I got my bands up, 1000 on the bill, just to keep the pants up, only on a real note, I couldn't fake what I've been doing, all my real ones know, this me go riding for it, 53, I'm throwing up, they see the chain, I keep it tough, say she feeling little, nigga, try love, say she love me for my smile, so I'm looking mean as stealing heads, squawking, so I'm keeping feathers plucked.
Boy, got a bump with, ain't not fun. Boy, got a bump fun. Boy, got a bump with, ain't not fun. Boy, got a bump fun.
A dazzling facility located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And off we go in Monday Night Prime Time. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Pennick's gonna throw straight away. Escapes the pocket. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
2nd and 4. His first throw is an interception. Christian Benford has it. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Man in motion, out of the slot. Young on the play action. That's caught. It's the Clemson rookie. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
On 1st down, they'll run. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Back-to-back carries here. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach 3rd down.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there. Reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight was giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. trying to push this past the marker. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
From the shotgun, Penix launches one deep downfield. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. Christian Benford has it. And the Panthers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. A.J. Terrell making that stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 21. Catch is made in close. And this is down all the way to the 3.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll try and punch it in. Has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Return starts at the 3. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
He's on the move. That one's complete to London. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. 1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Penix here from the gun. Completed over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throwing this back in the end zone. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Falcons reach pay dirt for the first overtime this game. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons tie this game 7-7. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Set to return, it's Chuba Hubbard. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. On the move, headed right. Now he throws deep across the... That's grabbed inside the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2. Time for our second quarter here, and the Panthers are thinking points. He gets another shot here. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Young on 3rd and goal. And oh, he got it! Interception! Kyle Decker makes the play. And the Falcons will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Penix working from the gun. He gets a lot behind one. Deep downfield. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Penix on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. To the air with Penix. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And the Falcons will have a first. And again, it's Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Another try following the sack. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Atlanta. Koo on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Hubbard with a return here. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Play action now, Young. Falcons getting close, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
A couple things here, Kate. Either the play action pass needs to develop a lot quicker as this game goes on, or they need to put it on the shelf for a while. Far too slow on that snap. Didn't fool anybody defensively, and they get to him for the first sack of this game.
And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
On 3rd down, it's Young. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
With the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. Cops, this is Xavier Leggett. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. Young working from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Out of the gun, Young. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Coup on now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Hubbard with a return here. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Young back to it after the pick. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They get 27 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Xavier Leggett, the target on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
This is reeled in by Leggett. And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Young looking to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Falcons get it back after making their third first-half interception.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call.
And in for the Atlanta touchdown. Cool on now for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. And he's into the end zone, and that shows what kind of game they've been having. Even that works for them, and it adds an extra 2 to their lead. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. "19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. Young on 1st and 10. And he'll be touched down after a big play. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Oh.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. They've got first down from the 31. Right up the gut. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Whistles, and the offense just sneaks in that timeout. And they're going to get a chance to put up points as a result before halftime. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. So with only a single second remaining, they're going to try a field goal. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. Up and good from Joseph. And it only does a little against the deficit, which drops to 19. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Hubbard with a return here. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. That's exactly what they did.
To the air on first down. Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Trying again following the sack. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. They connect on the deep shot. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it.
Touchdown, Carolina! Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Here's Slide to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Panthers shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Staying with Robinson. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Throwing, Penix. He lofts it deep left. Brought in inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons push their lead further to start the half. Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons go up by 19. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now it's Young. He's on the move. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Here's Young to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Toward the sideline, and he's gotten the get. And he pushes this up to midfield before going out. They get 28 out of that play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. Hand off to the back. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Big gain downfield. He has the Carolina touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Going right side, Robinson with it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. From the shotgun, Penix. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. New set of downs for him from the 46. Penix on 1st down. Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Second and 10, Penix to throw. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Penix working from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Running left is Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 29. Rolling left, buying some time. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
Third down, it's Penix. Complete beyond the marker. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Penix here from the gun. Getting out to his left. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third and long for him here. Buys time, rolling right. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. So now on is Younghoe Koo for the Falcons field goal. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. The kick by Lutz is good. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
Those 3 points make a comeback that much more difficult now. 2 touchdowns got to be scored. And that 2-point conversion, that's a job really well done.
Hubbard with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, first and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Young to throw it. Dump off, caught by his back.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
From the 33 on second down. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. He's got it deep downfield. To the house, touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. Now a point after to bring it back within one score. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the fourth. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Returning it from the 4. Now bottling up as he gets the return to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, first and 10. Penix looking to pass. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid.
They did it! He made the interception! And the Panthers have some new life in the fourth.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Looking to throw, Young. He's got it at the 5. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal. Plowing up the middle. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Running for it again. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
3rd time's the charm. He gets it again. And he's brought down for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. He can't find the end zone. They stop him, and they'll still trail as they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that?
And that's going to be a safety. You know, generally down around your own end zone, you're thinking less of driving the length of the field. Initially, you're just trying to buy some space and prevent a safety.
This is called situational football. You work on it all through training camp, right? It's not just a 2-minute drill. This can be equally important. Just get that 1st down. Just get out of the shadow of your own goal line. Well, the defense wasn't having it.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Trying the right side. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
On the move, headed right. Now here he goes. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Panthers down by a touchdown. They're now set for 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here he is to throw. To the sideline and intercepted. No, it's incomplete. He had the pick. Just couldn't hang on, though. And this drive lives on to see third down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Kyle Decker makes the play. And the Falcons make the play that should win them this game. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. The ones you get, you have to finish with points.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Has it downfield, working the left. Into the red zone. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Shaq Thompson. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back.
Falcons 45, Panthers 35.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And no return here, and this is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. He was looking Xavier Legette's way there. And now it's 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And they are there to bring him to a halt at the 26. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. So the Falcons defend their building and take the win at home.